Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone today? How is everyone? So good, I hope. So good. Everybody make sure you have a big drink. And, let's get ready for today. I'm so excited about today's pop-in paint party. I know it's on an unusual day, but it's been an unusual little kind of chunk of time, hasn't it? The holidays always kind of throw me off because I get myself all mixed up on like what day of the week is it and what day of the month is it, and you know. Anyway, our last company went home yesterday, and so I got so much work done because my studio is in a corner of the family room, and so there's lots of people around, and I kind of need to, especially when I'm drawing, I need to just get quiet in my own head, and that didn't happen. And I told myself I just wanted to enjoy our company while they were here. Good morning, Valerie. Good morning, Michelle. I'm so excited to be here too. You're here too. So a couple things I wanted to talk about. So today we're going to concentrate on thank you cards. And we're going to do the same technique that we did. I don't remember what day we did it. I think it was last week on Tuesday, where we took a coverall, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago. I don't know. If you're brand new here, if you would follow, like, and subscribe to Corbiere-Scott Designs on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and be sure to share it with your friends. Let's grow our artsy community, and comment, please. Leave me some comments. And then if you would go to Corbiere-ScottDesigns.com, that's where you're going to find all things Ann and artsy, like today's brand new art printable. All I can say is thanks. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 thank you sentiments that I just kind of dig, and I was inspired by, I mean, this is the time of year where we have to all write a million thank yous, right? But I was inspired by Maya Angelou, who says that, just a sec, I'll read you the quote exactly. Did everybody have a great Christmas? Or, you know, whatever you celebrate. Okay. Thank you. Always say thank you. It's the greatest gift you can give someone, because thank you is what you say to God. I thought that was lovely. And that if you can't think of something to say, just say thank you. Thank you is such a powerful, it's such a powerful sentiment that I think sometimes we get all thinking that it needs to be something so much more. A simple thank you can, oh my gosh, can make such a difference in the world. Okay, so I printed off the, good morning, Nancy. Right, Nancy? I agree. Okay, so do you remember last week when we did this technique? I think it was last week, maybe the year before, the day before, the week before. Okay, so I'm going to take this coverall, and this is the Timmy coverall, and I'm going to, this time I will tape it down. So I'm just using regular old masking tape. right? I'm just going to tape it down to my craft mat. So then it won't, oops. Well, let's use that. I don't want to waste that. It won't buckle as much if you tape it down. So if you're painting something big and you want, good morning, Susan. How are you? There we go. So I'm just going to paint, I'm just going to tape it down. So while I was in Arkansas, I think I told you guys that my niece, Emily, turned me on to Teddy Swims. If you like Chris Stapleton, you'll like Teddy Swims. He has some naughty language in there, but that doesn't really bother me. I've been known to use some naughty language. So, but his music is beautiful. His music is beautiful. And this is just plain old masking tape. Okay, so if you remember, we did, we just took water. Good morning, Linda. And a wide paper towel down here, a wide brush, and we're just going to coat everything in water. So we're going to start out with, we're going to do the same technique that we did with Karen markers when we did the Christmas, we did the Aunt Marge cards. Right, so we're just going to get some water on there. And then we're going to pick out some Karen markers. And we're going to there we go. Okay, we're just going to scribble some color down here. And then we're going to take a round brush. This is a 4, but you know, whatever you have. And we're just going to do an underpainting, remember? So I know that I want these flowers to be pink, so I'm going to get some color down. There we go. You can feel it's already starting to buckle a little bit. You can probably see it's getting bumpy. Oh, I have a little bit more. This is just such a easy, kind of meditative technique for me. And I just wanted to play with it just a little bit more. You know, I believe in, like, if you try something new, try it a bunch of times. If you try it a bunch of times, you're going to have so much more success with it because you're going to, learn the technique, but then you're going to put your own spin on it. I think that's perfect. Let's see. Pale violet. I want to do pale violet. Oh, look how pretty and juicy that is. paper towel to get off all that excess color. Okay, pale violet, I want to do these flowers because I want them to be kind of lilac-ish. It's just kind of what I'm thinking in my head this morning. So pretty. So, I got the most amazing portrait of Frida Kahlo from Jeff for Christmas. Oh my gosh. It's so beautiful. Oh, I love that, love that. Clean my brush a little bit. Clean this area because I need to put some other colors down here. You know that's not usually my jam, but let's come in with some yellow. And this is gold, actually, in Karen Marker world. I think let's do these roses. I think those might be pretty in yellow. Yeah. Anyway, I should have brought it downstairs, but I'll show you on Thursday. It's so beautiful, and he got it from Latvia or Lithuania. His grandparents on his father's side, one was from Latvia, one was from Lithuania. And so his grandmother was from Latvia. His grandfather was from Lithuania. And I'm telling you, there's just a connection. There's just this beautiful connection there. Anyway, I also got funny socks from my kid that said, I like being weird. And let's see. Oh, there we go. A little bit more, a little bit more. And soaps, and you know, I love funky soaps and bath stuff. Like I get bath stuff every year for Christmas. I love it so much. I get slippers because I love slippers. How about you? Tell me something fun that you got for Christmas. Let's see, apple. Let's see what that's pretty deep. I was wanting something a little less, but let's just work with what we got. So one thing I did on the Christmas, on the, so this is just loose paint, as you can see. We're just loosely getting some color down. And then we'll tighten it up on top. One thing I did on the Christmas card, on the poinsettia ones with the Aunt Marge art printable, is once I was done with my whole painting, like after my, let's see, there we go. Man, I'm having a hard time doing two things at once this morning, you guys. Once I was done with the painting, like tightened up painting everything. I know, I love slippers too. And the slippers that I got are Bomba. I love Bomba socks, and I got Bomba slippers. I love that. Marley. I always get slippers, and I always get bath stuff. And handmade soaps. I love handmade soaps. Oh, I got my big present was these what are they called? I know, it was those stupid AirPods. When I opened that, it just shut everything down. Nancy, no way, you got AirPods too. So I am, I can't wait to fiddle with them a little bit. Yes, I am. I am so sorry about that, you guys. I think I want these blue. I think that might be pretty. Remember, we're just doing an underpainting, right? So it's going to kind of just be whatever we want it to be. Well, Nancy, I'm glad that we are we have simple, similar taste. But if we didn't, I'd still like you. Because everybody doesn't need to be the same as us, right? That's what makes the world go round. If you have a Spotify, oh, that's a good idea, Nance. That's a good idea. Well, I know now that I do not turn them on while I'm doing a live. Don't even open that dumb little case. So I'm hoping that I can fiddle with them today, because I like to listen to audiobooks, or I like to listen to music while I'm working. I told you, I just need to like get in my own head a little bit. And so, I'm hoping that that will be a nice way to handle that situation. That one's really light, isn't it? A little bit darker, I think. So I'm thinking I want to do, still have some of this going here, so let's get a little bit. I told Jeff, I felt so productive yesterday because I was all alone in my house. I don't know if that's a weird, thing for you, if you just need to kind of be quiet and in your own head. But I drew a whole collection for Adorn It yesterday. Like, I was just full of inspiration, and everybody had gotten home safe and sound, and so I felt like I could let loose just a little bit, you know? Okay. I think I want to do these random dots, those circles. I think I want to do those orange. Oh my gosh, it was so lovely. I can't even tell you. I didn't have to talk to anybody. Not that I am a chatty Cathy, but Whew, I felt like I had exhausted all conversation topics. Do you know what I mean? So I want to just get some orange down here. I know. And it's, I love no interruptions sometimes too. I know. And that sounds bad, but, I think it's kind of like when you go on vacation, when you come home, you're so happy to be home. Like it was lovely to go on vacation and explore and see new things. But then when you get home, you appreciate home again. You appreciate your own bed and you appreciate your own pillow and do you know what I mean? Like all that kind of thing. Let's get a little bit more orange down. It is self-care, Nancy. You are right about that. I listen to a lot of Audible books too, Michelle. Like that's how I am able to read and take part in book club. Is because I can listen to Audible while I work. Okay. And that's all probably going to get cut off anyway, but let's just get some color down. Okay. All right. So now let's dry this. And then we get to come in with the detail work, which I love, love, love. So, oh, I was telling you that one of the things that I did when I was creating the Christmas card version of this technique is that well, here, I can show you. I came back and I tightened up everything with deeper color. And then I did that water splat droppy, do you know what I mean? Where you just come in and do some water. I just always feel like that gives it such a funky, painterly vibe. And then I came in with some stencil work, which I'm kind of digging that too. And I did that with Distress Inks. And I believe it was a Tim Holtz stencil. Okay, I think I'm almost there. And I'm loving how this is drying. Like this one almost looks tie-dye, doesn't it? I'm kind of digging that. I'm loving that it's just like just an underpainting, right? Okay. Now I think I want to peel this up. The masking tape because I like to move it around when I paint. I like to move my substrate around when I paint. And so That's a cool border though, isn't it? Even though it's going to get cut off. I like it. Okay. So now let's come in and tighten up some of those images. Ooh, let's take a drink first. Everybody take a drink. Okay. So let's talk about basics that we've always that we talk about all the time, but it's a nice reminder. So we know with this flower, we know where these petals meet this center, that's going to be deeper right there, right? So we're going to add a little color there, come in with a wet brush, and then do our jiggy jaggy blend. Right, we're just gonna pull that color, and I still have a little bit of orange on my brush. That's okay. Right, so we're just gonna start. I just like to do a slow build. Some people might go faster. I like to do a slow build of color. And I like to do my jiggy jaggy blend out toward the edge, but also keeping in mind the places where of the flower that are going to be kind of in shadow. So we know anywhere one piece overlaps another piece, we know that there's going to be some darker areas, right? So like here, this petal is below this petal. So we're going to come right here and deepen that right there. And then we're just going to pull that out. See why I needed it away? Because I needed to be able to turn. And this petal is on top of this petal, so we're going to do the same thing there. Deepen that. And then come in with our jiggy jaggy blend, because that's going to be a little darker on top, right? And then we have some here. We can just move that, do some jiggy jaggy blend with that. Right here, that's going to be on top of that petal. Right? Do you see how it just all of a sudden starts to take shape? This petal is on top of this petal. So remember, I dip my brush in water and then I tap it off on my paper towel so I have kind of a damp brush. This petal is underneath this petal, so we're going to do it here. Damp, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And as I am blending out, I go toward the end. So I know I want the edge to be lightish, right? But I also know that I want these lines in the petals, go toward that. Push your paint toward that. So you're going to just get a subtle, like this, we're just going to get this subtle blend. And that jiggy jaggy blending technique is so good for softening the edges of where one color meets another. And just know you can, because you're working with a damp brush, you can put many layers because you're not putting a big glob of water on it. You're just using a damp brush. So let's just continue to back, forth, how that is just going to create that beautiful shape, right? The jiggy jaggy blend, all of that all of that blending and deepening and all of that is going to start to give everything shape and form. So let's do right here. Ooh, that one turned out really good. Let's do one right here. That's really nice too. Right here. So I know, I think I want to do deeper here. And see, I'm just going to start pushing that color out. So pretty. Sorry, guys, I keep going into my zone. I can feel it in my head. I'm so sorry. Okay, so now let's talk about the center. So I want to keep those light areas super light. And the way we're going to keep them light is to make enough contrast with the deeper colors. Sometimes I like to let it dry a little bit. I mean, we can certainly come back with gel pens and all of that jazz. We can do all of that. But for right now, let's do as much as we can with color. So yesterday, I got the most amazing, I'm telling you right this minute, I got the most amazing Happy Mail. And isn't it fun when you get mail from people who get you? Do you know what I'm saying? Like they get you and your sensibilities. And so I'm going to share it with you. So, no, Valerie, these are called Karin markers, Karin, and they contain watercolor ink inside of them. And they, and the cool thing about them is, do you see it has this opening so you can see how much ink you still have in your vial? But because it's water-based, because it's a water-soluble product, you can move it with water, right? So mine last a long time because I don't color with them directly. I don't just like fill in a space with them directly. I like to make watercolor paint with them and then build from that. So I hope that answers your question. There is a link for them in my Anne's Artsy Arsenal on my website under Anne's Artsy Arsenal. I believe it's under tools. Okay, so yesterday I got this box and oh my gosh. So I haven't used the first thing yet. I haven't used any of it yet. Well, I did use one thing. Okay, so first I got this pink 35-ounce Yeti because you know we are all about staying hydrated, and I can't wait to wash this and put my stickers on it, and oh my gosh, all the things. And then, so somebody I know named Keely knows that so this is all from Keely. I love Natural Life. Has anybody bought anything from Natural Life? I have shower curtains and rugs and steering wheel covers and soap dishes and you name it. I have it. So look at this paint cup. And it is, I mean, so Make Good Things, right? So it's a big water cup, which I should have used this morning, but I didn't. But anyway, watch this. And then it has a place for you to put your paintbrush on top. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. I love it so much. And then I got this gorgeous flour sack kitchen towel. Grateful for every little thing. And I am. I love that, I love that, I love that. And a tote bag that I used yesterday when I went to the store to do some die cutting. And look at this. So I got this cute, you know I love these recyclable bags. The world is a brighter place because of you. Stop it, Keely. So I could take all of my chipboard that I wanted to take to the store to die cut and carry it so easily in there. And then, stop it right now. This was the tag. Oh my gosh. I'm just madly in love with it. These snowflakes. So I have a bulletin board where I hang things, special things that people send me. So I can look at it. So that makes me super happy. How are we doing on time, you guys? Oh, we're doing great. Okay, oh, and another thing. So I remember that I think I told you guys when I was in Arkansas for Desiree's birthday, we all made friendship bracelets. And here's the one that Desiree made for me. It says Anne, and then it says heart, XOXOXO, and then it's very colorful, right? So pretty. And then this past week, I asked my son James if he would make friendship bracelets with me, and he did, and he made this one for his mother. Look at that. I love it so much. And I made him one that was all greens with one red heart. Okay, let's see. So I hope that you find simple ways to, hang with your people and just celebrate the time together. You know what I mean? Simple, simple, simple. Let's do another flower. And like I said, this is a slow build. But I love the results. I love the results. It makes such a big impact. And I think it makes beautiful cards. So remember that we have another Pop-In Paint Party tomorrow. to make up for the holiday. Does anybody else get their days all mixed up during the holidays? Oh my gosh, I couldn't remember what day was what. So, in preparation for tomorrow, I will tell you that, let's do a little bit more there. There we go. That we're, for our art journaling session tomorrow. I know. I tried to put it in enough places that everybody could see, but I get it. I'm always going to miss somebody, Michelle. So it's today and tomorrow. So, oh my gosh, I'm so mixed up on my days. I'm so mixed up. So I'm just putting dots of color. I know, it's crazy, isn't it? Like, it's just all mixed up. Anyway, so tomorrow we're going to be doing, I know, we're all such creatures of habit, aren't we? But I knew it was my mother-in-law's last day here, and that's always kind of a chaotic day because there's lots of things she wants to, like last-minute things, and we did a Zoom call or FaceTime with her sister in England, and, you know, making sure all of her stuff was packed and all the things. Anyway, so I'm going to leave that one for a little minute, move on to something else. This cerise is, I'm telling you, it's one of my favorite colors. I just love it. I just love it so much. So anyway, so for tomorrow, we're going to be continuing to work in our 2023 art journal, right? We'll start a new one next week for 2024. But for tomorrow, we'll do a little bit more work in our 2023. And the last day of 2023 is actually 123-123. So I thought we could absolutely do something fun with 123-123. So be prepared for that. That's funny. That's funny, Valerie. I'm kind of doing the same thing. But I have so many plans for artsy exploration for us for 2024. Number one, can you believe that it's 2024 in 2 days? Is that the craziest thing you've ever, oh my gosh, like it just doesn't even seem real. But it is. So I'm just going to start moving this color just ever so slightly, and then I can come back and adjust and do some more, you know, build some more on the shading that I'm working with, right? just love the magic of deepening the dark parts, and how that contrast just starts to make the whole situation just grow, you know? So deep here. Yes, I have some ideas. And I have, it's looking so good. Really liking how this has white right here, so I want to try and preserve that as much as I can. So I'll do that. Come back in with my jiggy blend. I feel like that's going to really wet, and then tap, tap, tap. That contrast will be really impactful. Okay, here. Well, and you know, one thing I was thinking about as I'm painting this, like some of these seem a little rough, but it's nice to let that just kind of marinate for a little bit and then come back. Because if it's a water-soluble medium, like these pens are a water-soluble medium, as soon as water hits it, it will start to react again. So you don't have to do it all in one fell swoop. I don't often like to do things in one fell swoop. I kind of like to take my sweet time, because that's when like artsy discoveries happen. But do you see how the difference in these flowers, like how flat this looks compared to this? And this isn't even as complete as, say, this one. And this one has a little bit of orange in it. Shut up. That's looking so good. So let's come in and do some deepening of the orange. Right? We just like it to pop off the page. And remember, we talked about before, we want the background to recede and the detail to make everything else come forward. So that's where we're kind of going. So I just started with a little bit of deepening these orange dots, and I feel like I want them to be deeper. And so I'll just keep working on it little by little by little. There we go. There we go. There we go. I love that moment when I can see the background kind of fade back. No matter how deep it is, then I know, so like this background is much deeper than this background or here, right? So I know I just need to work harder to get this background to make these dots just that little bit deeper in color, right? So it might take a couple of go-rounds to deepen things. And like I said, I can come in with my Posca pens or my gel pens to do some highlights after I've deepened with my Karen markers. But do you see how it's starting to, little by little, it's starting to grow, right? So, and I could also do, so I deepened the yellow on this rose, right? And I'm going to blend it out a little bit. But then I want to come in with just a little bit of amber, right? And that's going to give me some really cool dimension. Right, so let's just start working that out. Stop it. Look at that. Oh, remember you can deepen some of these highlights and the detail work with colored pencils, with your gel pens, your Posca pens, whatever kind of, you know, floats your boat. Ooh, let's do our comfort book. So let's see where we are. Pizza. The sky isn't more beautiful if you have perfect skin. Music doesn't sound more interesting if you have a six-pack. Dogs aren't better company if you're famous. Pizza tastes good regardless of your job title. The best of life exists beyond the things we are encouraged to crave. That's a good one. Let's do one more. Because why not? A little plan. Be curious. Go outside. Get to bed on time. Hydrate. Breathe from the diaphragm. Eat happy. Get a routine baggy enough to live in. Be kind. Accept that not everyone will like you. Appreciate those who do. Don't be defined. Allow the F-ups. Want what you already have. Learn to say no to things that get in the way of life. And say yes to things that help you live. Oh my gosh, that was a good one. Everybody take a drink. Okay. Let's kind of fiddle with these, I think. This style of petal is always so fun for me. I've painted so many of them in my day. I like to. Hey, Sarah. I did have a great Christmas. How about you? How's Florida? So I like to blend it out, and then I like to go up. I like to go up the sides of the petal as I blend out, just ever so subtly. And then I can continue to grow that as time goes on. But do you see what I mean? Like, do the jiggy blend and then back and forth. And that's going to give our petal some really beautiful form. Oh no. Sorry he's not feeling well. Look at just that little bit of blue is already starting to grow things. Dab, dab, dab. So I hope that you will all join me tomorrow for some last of 2023 art journaling. But just remember, you can continue to art journal in that art journal until you feel like it's done. There's no time limit on any of it. No time limit at all. I go back and play in old art journals all the time. Oh, thanks. So this is the Timmy Art Printable. And we're doing a technique that we wet it and then we do an underpainting and then we start to build build the detail as we go. And then we are going to, this is going to be the base for thank you cards. I have a brand new thank you art printable, and it's called All I Can Say Is Thanks. And so, here we go. How are we doing? Oh, I still have a little tiny bit of time. Let me start. Get some more blue on here. There we go. I just love how once you add this deeper shade, it starts to make the flower almost glow. The center kind of almost glows. And I'm feeling like I think I might want to come in with that purple for the center. I think that, or pink. I'm feeling like both of those would be really great additions to those flowers. So, have you taken your Christmas tree down yet? Anyone? Anyone? I don't know how something that's so pretty before Christmas can just lose its luster after the holiday. I gotta take it down. I'm feeling like it might be today. For sure this weekend. I had a friend who was Episcopalian, and she always kept hers up for the Epiphany. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're so brave, Cheryl, because it starts to bug me. And it's such a crazy, isn't it crazy how all of a sudden your living room looks so big after you take a big tree out of it? Even if it's a little tree. My tree's not big. There's not a tree in my living room anymore. I love it, love it, love it, love it. So, don't forget, I will see you tomorrow, and we will art journal in our 2023 art journal. I know, I do love the lights on at night too. I do. So, like I said, tomorrow is art journaling day. And today the newsletter will go out, so be sure to open that. I don't know what else to say except go out and make it an artsy day. Oh, yes, tomorrow we have stitching and, did I say today or tomorrow? Oh my gosh, Valerie, what did I say on the calendar? Is stitching class today or tomorrow? I thought it was tomorrow. So we'll do art journaling first, and then after that we'll do stitching. So I will see you all tomorrow. I adore you all. Talk to you soon. Bye.